Hello everyone. This is my first time doing a vlog, so apologies if it's a little bit naff or whatever. Um, I'm also not really one for looking at myself or watching myself back on video. So regarding editing wise, I'll do a bit, but it's not going to be a lot. So apologies if you do spot the odd little bit. Um, Main reason for this vlog is because, as all of you are aware, that there is literally only two videos on my channel where you can see myself, and one of them I've got my back to the camera anyway. So, but that's pretty much the only times you've seen me on my channel. And so, as my channel has been up for a number of years now, I thought it was time that I did a vlog, just so you all get all those who all those who have heard of me but do not know me get to actually see me and get to know a little bit about me. And then also just talk a little about the channel, how it developed, how it is now, and what I want to do in the future. And also answer some questions that quite a few of you have asked me. So I thought I'd start by starting by just a little bit of background about myself. So I'm sure you can tell by the name of my channel that my name is James Joinson. The day I recorded this video, I'm 24 years old. I've been ringing since the age of 10, so it's presently 13 years I have been ringing. As I'm sure you can also tell by 80% of my videos that I am from Gloucestershire. You probably tell by my accent as well. So that's pretty much it. I learnt to ring at a very little ring of 6, and then moved on to a 10 weight 6, and then from there on, me and my dad, we started to go all over the place. And that's just how it pretty much has been, and that's pretty much my ringing career so far. There's not really much more you need to know. So, so regarding my YouTube channel, I first started it up in 2014, and it was a gaming channel. And I'll be honest, it was really bad. It was literally me on my PS3, and I used to put either my iPad or my iPod Touch on a tripod in front of the TV screen, because I didn't have the technology or the equipment to just put the display straight through the computer and screen record it. And that's how I used to do it. And the channel was bad, the games were rubbish, the comments were really negative, and I never really posted on it, and it was pretty bad. So, but that's how it started. And then I decided to revamp my channel completely. And I knew that, I was 8 years into ringing when I decided to revamp my channel and turn it into more of a ringing channel. And it started with a video which is my earliest video, and it is still on my channel today. And that video was uploaded when I still had gaming videos on there. And it was, so it was, I had a bit of gaming, had a bit of ringing on there. It's just sort of mixture of stuff. Until about a month later, I was ringing at the very same tower. So if you know what video I'm on about, which is going to be Christchurch, Chalford in Stroud, which are the infamous steel bells. A month later, I returned there. I was invited to some ringing that was happening there. And I just had the idea of putting my phone on the side and in the belfry, just leant against the wall in the bell frame, just to see what I might get. And I was obviously aware and prepared for the worst. Like, the phone could fall, it could get hit, it could get squashed, it could get crushed, I might completely lose it. So I was prepared for all of that. And so I was prepared for all of that, and then I went back up and got it, and the footage came out was really good. So good that it then was put up on my channel, and I kept it on my channel. And so that was my first ever footage of the Chalford Belfry. I believed I uploaded it as two separate videos, one, or might have been both. I think it was two separate ones, one of some Granta doubles and one of the lowering of the 6. So yeah, so that was on my channel, but then ever since then it gave me the idea that I was looking at so many different channels, and I noticed there were no English channels that were solely based in the Belfries. There were a couple of German ones, but there were never any English ones, and so that is when I decided that I might start doing this and just see how well it goes, because I know not a lot of towers, access to Belfries is not very easy. But yeah, so that's where it started, and I officially started it in 2019, and in 2019 I started going around all over the place, and just filming their belfries really. I think my earliest one presently is Thornbury. I'll be honest, I haven't checked. I will also say now, I'll let you in a little secret, that I am planning on re-recording Thornbury at some point, probably this year, mainly just because of where the angle the camera was set up at, and also the audio quality, because I'm sure you've all noticed that since the pandemic that I am using a new camera. The picture quality is much better and the audio is phenomenal now. And so yeah, so I am planning on doing that. There's a few other towers I recorded pre-pandemic which I am planning on doing again, but not all of them. But there are a few that I will reattempt. So yeah, so that's pretty much for my channel, and and through 2019 it was very busy, so many videos being uploaded, and obviously to all of you, thank you very much for all your views. Thank you for you subscribing as well. I'm very grateful, and just we'll keep it up. So present status of my channel though, because that's a perfect lead on. So the time I recorded this video at 738 subscribers and got 114 videos uploaded, and this vlog will be 115. So yeah, thank you very much. I remember in the first lockdown in 2020, obviously we weren't allowed to ring, we weren't allowed to go out anywhere, and so therefore bell ringing on YouTube and watching videos and stuff was the only thing we could do when we were stuck at home. And pretty much thanks to the pandemic that I was watching the stats of my channel on the Studio app, and just seeing the subscribers going up by at least one a day. It was phenomenal. There were a couple of days it was 2, and sometimes it was even 3 subscribers a day, and it was just the most enjoyable, and it was what helped me keep the channel going, because just seeing the subscribers fly like that, it was amazing. As you all are aware, that I did also put up some videos in the pandemic. These obviously were very old videos I'd done, which I'd either decided is not suitable to go up on my channel permanently, or it's just a little bit I cropped out before the official bit goes up on my channel. And so there were a few bits. There was like raising the back for Bath Abbey. In 2019, I re-recorded Shelford, and I removed the original 2 in the pandemic. I put them back up as well. I then also took all my footage from when I went to Liverpool Cathedral in 2017, and I put all my recordings together into one big video and put it up, and it is my second most popular video, and so I really do thank you all for that. The views of that video is phenomenal, and to be fair, with that was my iPhone 7, and I wasn't expecting the audio quality to come out so well, because those bells are also a lot louder than a lot of other bell towers, and it held up perfectly. So I'm really pleased that video came out well. So yeah, just pretty much keeping the videos busy on my channel, keeping uploading through the lockdown. I just wanted to keep the channel alive, just keep it all going. So yeah. So moving on, I believe that I sent out a message last week and saying that I am doing this vlog, and that I will be asking you lot for some questions. I put another one out today saying, final call. If you want to get, ask me some questions on my channel, and I will, or ring in and I will answer them. So I haven't had many people ask me questions, but the people who have asked me questions have asked multiple, and so therefore there's quite a few questions to answer. I am going to answer all of them, but don't worry, it's not a lot. Most of them are going to be fairly quick answers, to be honest. So the first one is from the YouTuber Ringer Thomas, and I will just add that I will be putting the links to their channels in the description below, so you can also check out their ringing channels and what ringing videos they've got as well. So Ringer Thomas, who is a friend of mine who lives in Greater London, he has asked me. Well, he actually asked it on Facebook as a general question, but it was a very good question that I knew I'd have to answer it on this vlog rather than private. So it was actually on Facebook, but I'm going to answer it because it is a very good question, and it's a good question I think that everybody would like to know, to be honest, as in with all of you, not just me. So Thomas asked, what ringing videos got me into bell ringing? So this is going back to 2010/2011. So YouTube was still not a big thing back then. It still wasn't very well known. The website was young, let alone to actually have a YouTube channel and to be uploading videos. Therefore, there wasn't a great deal of videos on there, but there were a few. And my 4 top videos that got me into ringing, I mean, I started by accident actually. I was just walking past my bell tower one Monday night, the bells were ringing, I asked if I could go up, and when I watched how the bells work, I was immediately hooked. But these videos really did help, shall we say, and influence me into really getting into ringing. So the first video that I watched all the time was by the YouTuber Prof Moose, and it was his video of Buckfast Abbey, and the video is titled Hosanna. And the video, on the time I recorded this video, the video was uploaded 16 years ago. So obviously, therefore, the camera quality is not all very good, but the audio is pretty good, and it's just one of those videos that is literally just simple, but it's spot on, and it just really gets you hooked to ringing, and I used to watch that video all the time. So obviously, thank you very much, Prof Moose, or Tim, as that is your real name. Thank you very much. My second video that helped me get into ringing was also by Prof Moose, and that's his video of Liverpool Cathedral, titled Liverpool Cathedral Bells, also uploaded 16 years ago. So it's also very old quality video. The sound quality is, again, it's still very good though, and again, it's just one of those videos that really just gets you into ringing, and well, it certainly got me hooked anyway. And so yeah, that's the video that really got. That was also another one. So thank you, Tim, for that one. Third video was by the YouTube channel International Artists, which is an American channel, and it was on their online show called Crescendo. And for those who might know what I'm talking about, it was, the YouTube video is titled Crescendo Episode 160, and it is where they talk about the new Little Ring of 8 installed at Seattle Washington University. And so yeah, that was also another one that they talk about bells, how it works, and the new ring of bells. I've also got the very honour of knowing and ringing with Rebecca Woodgate and Anda, who are both present in that video, and they are both very well-known ringers in Bristol. The last video is by a YouTube channel called Rob Lane, and that's his video of the 6th, 8th and the 10th being raised in the belfry at Hereford Cathedral. That video is also 14 years old, but that video also just because it was in the belfry, seeing them being flipped upside down, seeing them getting them going, as well as, you know, a 3,300 weight tenor in front of your eyes on the monitor being raised. And it was just another thing to hear that big bell being raised, just really helped get me into it. Okay. The next question is from YouTuber Francesco Bellringer. Again, link to his channel will be in the description. What's my favourite belfry to record in? Biggest issue is I've been up over 120, and well, even more than that, because there are some where I never recorded. What's on my channel, I would have to say my favourite belfry to record in has got to be the video that went the most viral on my channel at the start of the year, and that was of St Mary Le Bow in London. And if you haven't watched it, I urge you to. I mean, they're all my channel, they're all my videos, so I've got to love them all. But if I have to pick one, I would have to say St Mary Le Bow is my favourite video of them all. Definitely look at it and watch it if you haven't yet. But I'd say that one's my favourite, because not only are they lovely peal of bells, very famous as well, but also just the belfry, the access to it, and where I put my camera. It was all very easy as well. I like an easy way to set up my camera. My favourite method to ring. That's a bit of a tricky one, because I can't put that down to just one method. I honestly can't. I'll just quickly run through it as, you know, just on how many bells. So doubles, I think it's going to have to be Stedman. Minor will have to be single Oxford Bob or Beverley Surprise minor. Triples will have to be, I think it probably would have to be Stedman as well. I like Stedman triples, very musical. Major would have to be double Norwich Court Bob major or Bristol major. I love both those methods. Caters, I think we would be looking at Stedman again. Royal would probably have to be, yeah, I think Royal would have to be, probably I would have to just go with Yorkshire, because it's quite musical, to be honest. Yorkshire Royal. Sinks, I would have to say Stedman again, honestly. It's just a perfect fitting method for on an odd number of bells with a tenor cover, it just is. Maximus, I don't ring a vast amount of methods on Maximus, but if I have to choose one of a method that I do know how to ring, I think I'd have to go also for, I think I'd go for Cambridge Max. Cambridge and Yorkshire Max, I love them very much. Not the most musical, but I do like ringing them. And your last question, Francesco, was the best quarter peal rung. Now that is quite easy, to be honest. I have rung quarter peals where I'm like, what is this? We shouldn't have got it. And I've rung some where I'm like, that was lovely. But I think my favourite quarter peal will have had to have been when I was at Evesham and I was conducting Grand Cicatas. Now it sounds a little bit, you know, because I was in charge, but despite I was in charge of that quarter peal of Grand Cicatas, and the footage of it is on my YouTube channel. If you find my video of Evesham, the ringing is of that quarter peal. But it was just generally a very enjoyable quarter peal, and a couple of ringers also came over to me actually and said that I've rung many quarter peals at Grand Cicatas, or I've rung many quarters here at Evesham, and they've said that they haven't ever rung something like that. It was absolutely lovely. So obviously, you know, So, and I agree, it was a very lovely quarter peel indeed, as well as the bells are just beautiful sounding and they handle perfectly. They're a lovely ring of bells if you haven't rung at Evesham. And if you haven't, I would strongly urge you to grab them sometime. They are beautiful. Yeah. Devon Ringer Ewan. Ewan, you have asked me, are you thinking of making your mini ring an 8? I've been asked this many times by ringers. Most of them by the people who actually come to ring them. So if you also haven't seen that, it's on my YouTube channel. My mini ring is called the Joinstone Ring, and they are presently a ring of 6. I've had thoughts over the years actually, of augmenting them to 8, but I have to look at how often I ring them. So they get rung quite often, they do, but I would have to say at the moment, no. Maybe one day they will be augmented, but for now at least, they're staying as a ring of 6. They are a very nice ring of 6, and that's the way I want to keep them at the moment. You've also asked me, how many towers have you successfully completed quarter peels and peels? Quarter peels I can't answer, because I have rung quarter peels at countless towers. I haven't been keeping track on what towers I've rung at and how many times or whatever. I've rung many hundreds of quarter peels, and at many hundreds of towers. So yeah, I can't put an answer to that. Peels, I've done 7 peels. So personally, I'm not really a peel ringer. I don't enjoy them. So it's quite rare to see me ring a peel. I've done 3 at a tower in Cheltenham, one at a 10 bell tower not far away from where I live, and I've done 2 on the new beautiful going and beautiful sounding ring of 8, and that is Hawkesbury. I've done 2 peels there, and if you haven't rung at Hawkesbury yet, I would urge you to go and ring them. They really are a lovely ring of 8. They really are. Tremendous job Matthew Higby and his team have done. They're beautiful. So thank you for your questions, Ewan. Last couple of questions is from Philip Pratt. Now, he doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he has done the odd few comments to some ringing videos. Philip Pratt is the owner of the rope making company Avon Ropes Limited in Bristol. So you will have seen his bell ropes around and his timber shafted clappers as well, and he's also the man who has taken on Big Wilf Muffles. So if you need anything to do with tower accessories, Phil Pratt of Avon Ropes, he's your man. So his first question he's asked me is, what are you looking to achieve with the channel? Is it to be a recording of ringing and bells? Sorry, a record of ringing and bells at these towers, or just a one-off video? So the whole intention of my channel is to really just show off all the bells in bell towers. And obviously it's in the belfries, not the ringing chambers. So yeah, that's pretty much the intention. Is because it also gives people an insight into what different bells there are, different installations, different types of hanging, and all that sort of stuff, really. And yeah, I also would like to do before and afters, where the towers may have been restored or rehung and stuff like that. I know I've done one, and that was of Elkstone. I've done before and after of the restoration, and they were very good restoration too. Hoping to do the same at Didbrook as well this year, because I've recorded Didbrook before the restoration, and I still haven't rung there since the restoration's been done by Tom Blythe and Co. But I need to get back to Didbrook, that's for sure. And there are many others I also want to film that are going to have restoration done and record afterwards as well, and all that sort of stuff. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, it is. So it's not really just to be a one-off. Obviously, you know, I have done the off few where I have had to re-record from 2019 to present. And if I'm re-recording them, it'll be because of either where the camera's situated, or it's going to be by the picture or the audio quality, or in fact, it might even actually be to do with the striking. Because I set very strict rules to myself for my channel. So it could be any of those three factors is why you may see me re-record a tower. So yeah. You've also asked me what new towers are you planning to go to. There are many. Obviously, my intention is actually to go to just about every single one I possibly can in the country, maybe even where English church bell ringing is in different countries as well. So that's the intention with the that's the intention for my channel. So regarding towers, presently there are a few in my head that I do want to go to, of which I'm presently not going to say which ones they are because, well, leave it as a surprise for you all, basically, shall we say, as well as if it might even actually happen or not. But I certainly want to go to a few very well-known, famous bell towers, that's for sure. But yeah, I would definitely love to go to a few of those. So, and what are my future plans for the channel? Well, I'll answer that now because that's the last question of all the questions that have been asked by me for this vlog. So, yeah, so my so going forward for the channel, because that's what I want to talk about now. So my future plans for the channel is it's pretty much going to stay as it is. I'm gonna, it's gonna stay in the Belfry. It'll only be edited where necessary. So nothing much is going to be changing on my channel. Maybe a few little things on it, you know, like my profile pic, the backdrop cover photo, because they are both quite old photos. So I might do that, but yeah, otherwise nothing really is going to change on my channel. There are many towers I want to go and ring at this year, and also record their belfries if possible. There are many. But yeah, that's pretty much the plans for the channel. The channel will keep going for as long as I can keep it going. So yes, there's no plans on ending the channel. So are we keeping going throughout 2024 and all the many years to come? The only thing I ask of you all is please do comment or drop in the comments towers you would like me to visit. Before the pandemic, there were two YouTubers in particular who they kept asking me to go to channels, to go to towers, and so and you know, and I did look into one of them, but then nothing ever happened with response from the tower captain, so I might try that again. But yeah, my plan is to record all across the country. Obviously, most of them are Gloucestershire because that's where I live. And I've done some in Worcester, I've done some in Somerset. Been a few times I've gone with my friends in around Hampshire as well. But you know, I do plan to go all over the country to record these bells, and I'm hoping this year to really stretch out and go to places I probably wouldn't even think of going for a little while yet. And so, but yeah, if there are any of you want, you know, if you want me to do your home tower, or if you want me to any towers you can think of, just comment below what towers you'd like me to visit. They don't have to be ringing, because you may have seen I have done a few where they are swing chime, or they're unringable, or they're tubular. So just as long as it contains a set of bells. If it's like a little stone arch or something, then I won't. But if it's in an actual proper big square tower, then yeah, I will. I will visit that tower if they've got at least one bell in there. So, but yeah, please do comment what you want, where you want me to go. And I will see how many of your towers I can get done this year. And if I don't get around to it this year, no, I have seen your comment, because I do see every single one, and I will keep, and I will keep a list, and I will do as many of the towers as you request as possible. Might be this year, might not. It might be the year after, or many years to come. So sorry if I went on a bit. I hope I didn't. It's my first ever vlog. So yeah, thank you all very much for your support over the 5 years that the channel has existed. It's been great fun doing this, actually, and obviously, you know, I do it for your entertainment, and so for as long as you guys keep watching my videos, I will keep uploading. But yeah, just thank you for everything over the 5 years, and for those of you who are watching this video and you've never watched any of my videos, obviously welcome to my channel, and yeah, do, you know, I've got over 100 videos. Have a look at all of them. But yeah, no, thank you everyone, and also, you know, I hope you all had a very good Christmas, and I wish you all a very happy New Year, and see what the future brings. Thank you.